Boom, this is Kendra, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a bit of Soul Land Reloaded up today, so got a few things to cover, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, first of all, we do have finally the time limited group buy event is up, as always. This is one of the best events that you can get into. So you should probably have a little bit of diamonds stored up right now. Since we really haven't had any mass diamond event, is what I like to call them. So we've got this one. So there's a lot of stuff to purchase. You get really good deals on a lot of this stuff, and you can pick and choose what you need. So it's definitely something to participate in. And this goes on for, it's going to be going on until the 17th. So we've got a 9 days for this event. So that's something that's really interesting as well too. To get as much as you can from this, and this resets each day, so it's not like you just buy it once and it's gone. It comes back each day, so you don't want to use all your diamonds in one day, because you'll be able to get some of the good stuff resetting, and it'll come back the next day. So pick 4 or 5 items, purchase those, and then just wait until it resets the next day. Second, we got the Dragon Boat Festival. This is ending. All right, so the resource exchange ends tomorrow. Okay, so you might want to start looking as to what you want to purchase in here. Then you're going to have to make that purchase tomorrow. But today will be the last day that you can actually gather the actual the wines and the actual wormwood cake. Today will be the last day that you can actually get that. And then tomorrow the shop will still be open. Resource exchanges will still be open, and you'll have to use those materials. So you might want to go ahead and start looking and thinking about what you might want to purchase with the stuff from that event. Godly Formasar event, that ends today. So make sure that you did grab anything in here that you needed. As you can see, I purchased quite a few things in here. So, but that goes away. So make sure that you get that as well. They've also updated something. Now, when you log on, the Slaughter City has changed. They've completely redone the format, just similar to the way that they did the Sea God. The Sea God, they changed that. I think Sea God was changed about was that about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago? They changed it to a different look and format. So they're doing the same thing with the Slaughter City now. They're giving a new look, as you can see. Unfortunately, there does not seem to be a sweep on this. On Sea God, you did the first couple, and then it gauged your current BP, and then it just allowed you to whoop, bam, shoot all the way back up to close to where you were before, and you could just pick right up where you left off. This is not like that. You actually have to start all over, and you're gonna have to. So far, I've had to go through every single. I've went through the first 19 stages, but you're gonna have to do these, one at a time. I mean, you can skip it, so you can just do the challenge. The first time it'll allow you to skip it. So as long as your BP is well over the intended BP, you can slip it. But you're gonna have to do each of the 3. I had it cleared. I was all the way maxed out on it. I think it was at 105, I believe is where it was at. Floor 105, I think. So I'm just going to have to get all the way back up there. And you choose whichever one you want. Damage reduction, damage increase. Open up, things you could. I don't really see it open up. I just go ahead and leave those. But yeah, and then you're going to have to do it, and you'll be able to reclaim the rewards. Because they have reset this, you'll be able to regather all of the rewards for getting through, getting the stars as you go through. There's a bunch of good stuff in here that you'll be able to get, some shards and stuff. So just make sure you do get back into it, go up with it, and as you do, you'll be getting a bunch of currency from within here. So that when you do go to the shop, you'll be able to purchase all these, and they have rings in here, so you can purchase those as well too. Okay. They also have the slaughter shop is also inside of Resistant Woo in here, so Seagod shop, solder shop, so you can set what you want to purchase each time. You go through here, and it'll automatically when you click on it, it'll automatically purchase everything that you have checked in here for you automatically. And they're giving us quite a bit of currency, but the problem is this is a lot of stuff. So 750 20 times. So that's going to be roughly about 14,000 each day. So 1428, and then so you're looking at about what so you could run through. I have currently in the shop I have 285, but you could run through that in about 4 or 5 days if you're purchasing all of those rings. So you might want to manually do that, which is what I have checked. So I'm automatically grabbing up these. Okay, this is just for God of War. If this was a chest, I would purchase it, but it's not. It's just him. So he's not really one of the characters I'm focusing on. So I'm just focusing on these two, and then I come in and manually do these and purchase everything else manually that I need as needed. But so just make sure that's in there. All right, so that's pretty much everything. I'm at 900 million. Okay, level 92. So I'm getting there. It gets a little bit slower once you get to like level 80. 80. It starts to take a little bit longer to advance through. To get your BP in terms of large scale, because by this time it takes a really long time to level up the mats, because you have to get multiple mats, and using through the stamina. I'm saving up a lot of stuff right now. I'm skipping Chang. I'm not going to go for Tang Chen, Sir Tang Chen. I'm not going to focus on him at this time. I will be focusing on BB when she comes out. Right here, BB Dong. And so I'm saving up some of the shards for her right now. As you can see, I have 3,000, about 3,500, 3,600 actually, shards saved up. So I'll be able to take her close to max once I get her, because it's going to be, again, it's going to be probably, we're going to see another event, 2 events for her before we can actually get her. So you're probably looking at about another month before before we actually have enough shards to actually get her. The next event will give us 20 more of the shards, and that should be able to take us to 110. Okay, that'll take us to 110. But then, if they continue with the current format, they'll release the next character, and in that event for her, there'll be a chest that'll have a BB Dong in it, and you'll be able to get 20 more shards and actually complete her at that time. So we're looking at about a month for that. However, I have got some people saying that Wrong will be the SS Plus that's going to be entered. They got a Wu coming out, an SS Plus for Wu, which is right here. Okay, and possibly one for Tang San as well, and they got a Wrong. So those are the 3 that they have on taps. I'm not sure what the order's going to be, but we'll have to wait and see. So they've got a plan laid out, and it looks like we will be getting an SS Plus healer in the form of Wrong, which was actually really the only one that you could introduce in SS Plus format, as she does eventually earn that SS Plus ranking. So that's where we're at in terms of everything here. So yeah, it's just bugging through, but I'm at 900, and then when BB Dong comes out, we'll probably invest a little bit into her, get her up to, she'll most likely, she'll become one of the attackers inside of. Once I max her out, we'll make a determination whether her or Seagod is better in forms of what you want for the first team, and then we'll go from there. But I do have enough to give her, a max soul bone set and everything. So we'll be able to, be able to make that adjustment when we get to her. But yeah, a lot of good things happening. Dragon Boat Festival is nice. We should have some new stuff popping up tomorrow. But yeah, keep an eye on the group buy. Okay, because this is where the stuff is at. This is where you can get the good shards experience. If you're looking for them, they've also got the now I've already purchased. You can get like 10 of these. Each purchase, I've purchased a bunch of them. They're pretty pricey at $330, but if you purchase those inside of the Soto shop, it's 2 of those shards for 400 diamonds. So this is a chance to get 5 of them for 330 diamonds. So this is a very good deal in terms of what they normally go for. So it's definitely something that you might want to look for, especially if you're looking to image up your spirit sources, which everybody should be. That's a pretty big BP boost as well. And I doubt very seriously if we're going to see a Soulbone event here anytime soon, so we've just had 2 recently. But my next big thing is going to be my awakening. I am almost there. I need to get to 16,500. That will enable me to purchase 3 Clear Sky Awakened weapons, which I would then use to do the final awakening on him. But yeah, you got to get 16,500 tickets. Fortunately, we've had a couple places. So it's probably going to be, I could usually scrape up. I can scrape up about 100. You can scrape up about 200 a day, just from quests inside of the sects. You can get that, and as well as purchasing inside of the Treant, the tack up the Treant right here, going into the Beast Soul shop. You can purchase 100 in here, so you can get 100 plus, like I say, inside of some of the shops and whatnot. You can generally, I haven't purchased anything in here. You can generally, for today, you can generally get that. So I'll have the necessary to do it in 3 days, irregardless. And what we'll do when we do it, we'll do that. So basically, you'll purchase 3 of the weapons inside of the store. So you go to the you go to the exchange points, and you'll purchase Clear Sky's weapon, which is right here. So you'll purchase 3 of these for 5,500 each. So that's 5,000 times 3 is 15,000, and then you've got 1,500 left over. So you need 16,500, and then you'll go to him. Click on him. Click on his weapon. And then go to Awakening. And as you can see, you're going to need 48 Deep Sea Silver, which I have. And then you hit all 3 of them, and you'll do that for Awakening. It's going to be a nice hunk of change as well too. Is that 18 million? 1.8 million, I believe. Yeah, 1.8 million. And that will be the Awakening right here. So I'm going to get a huge jump in my BP when that happens. And then after we do Clear Sky, we'll most likely end up doing Ren. Okay, so again, we're going to have to do 16,500 again. So, you can usually, when they do the weekly bag, if they do come up with the weekly bag, you can usually get 4,500 just from a weekly bag, which so that helps speeds thing up. But yeah, other than that, you just have to wait when you see them. There's several of them in here if you're looking for them. The Dragon Boat Festival inside the Resource Exchange has them. I have already purchased them. Right here, I got all 45 from within here. So you just have to keep an eye on them. Unfortunately, doesn't seem to be any exchange tickets inside of this event, so there's no place to get them in here. I was really hoping that they would have some in here. That would enable me to get to where I need to get as soon as possible. But in a few days, I'll have enough, and we'll go ahead and do that. I'll do the video on it. I've got to awaken the weapon 5. I got to do that twice to start advancing my the Soul Force trial. Once I do that, Equip Awakening. level 5. I'm at level 4. Awakening means the 5th level. So that's a really big jump. And then I'll be able to knock this out fairly easy. This is this is going to be like it's really the the comparative for this is ridiculous. I mean, it should be much higher BP, which you're going to be going up against. Is just ridiculous. This is just way too early. This would be something that you should be at least in the title, Dulu, maxing out your awakening. That's like in game. So I'm not exactly sure why I have that up. That's so early. So it's been stemming my soul force, but you don't get a whole lot out of that. But it is a title, so it's something that you want to progress through. I think you get a little bit of diamonds as well too, but it's mainly just the title that you're looking for, so you can change your title on your thing. So, but we'll open it up. It's going to take a little while, but it's something that needs to be done. And I'm going to skip over. I'm not going to do Bo simply for the second one, simply because I might not be using her much longer. If Rakasha BB Dong turns out to be really good, she might do more damage and be more favorable for the first team instead of Bo. So I don't particularly want to, but I am always going to keep Clear Sky. I don't see anybody unseating him anytime soon. And Rin's a tank. You always need a tank. So she's going to be staying. So she would be the second one, would be the logical incentive. You, of course, don't want to do Ayen because Wrong's coming out. So there's no use, doing the final in-game upgrades to them at this time. We will, of course, be doing the final in-game upgrades to them, of course. It's just you want to focus on your 4 main characters for your first team at this particular time, which is Clear Sky, Ren, and then Bo and Ayen might be moving out sometime within the next 3 or 4 months. We'll have to see on how that goes. So that's where we're at this point. But yeah, we're moving through. It's a little bit slow with the BP, but once we get, if we do spend all that on Rakasha, we'll get a really big bump there. Probably not quite to 100 billion. It's probably got to be another 3 or 4 months before we get that high. I'm working on the soul bones. We had those 2 soul bone events, and that enabled us to get a lot of the soul source, the spirit source, so we could do a lot of SS plus soul bones. But I don't expect to see those anytime soon. If they did have another one soon, that would be great. That would allow me to get there much quicker. Because taking each soul bone, you get I think 18 or 19 million just in one shot. But that's one of the things that they have to look for. So we'll have to wait and see exactly if they do have another soul bone event pretty soon. We'll be able to do that. I'm halfway to where I need to be in terms of soul bones. Like I say, I've got everybody completed. He's all SS plus, of course. She's all SS plus, of course. These can be moved to another character. So, like if I decide to replace BB Dong in place of Bo, I'll just pull these soul bones set off of her and put it on Rakasha, BB Dong. Simply, it can be useful for anybody. And then I'll put the set that I was normally going to. It would be another red set, but it would be just a base set, focusing on leveling these up instead of leveling up the other sets for the support players. So I've got her done. So I do have one more for Ren. Okay, and then one got to start on the whole set for Ayen. But like I say, again, we can move that to Wrong if Wrong takes the place of Ayen in terms of healing. I assume that she's going to be. Wrong's probably going to have some support. I'm not sure what we're going to see in terms of Wrong. She's going to be a healer, of course, so she's going to do a ton of healing. But Wrong, she has the pagoda. She calls up the pagoda, which actually boosts your stats. So I'm thinking with an SS, I'm thinking with an SS Wrong, it's going to be super powerful. I mean, we're probably looking at stat maxing and stat enhancement. So that could be really useful in terms of racking up that BP, but we'll have to see. So we'll just wait and see what they're going to do with her. But if my assumption is correct, she's going to not only offer healing, but she's going to offer much more in terms of overall team support, giving buffs and stuff. So we'll have to see. I think she's going to be a really powerful character, which is nice because we really, I didn't really get to use Wrong much of it all in the game because Ayen was introduced fairly quickly. And you were able to get the shards for her fairly quickly. So I really didn't have time to focus on Wrong. I just focused completely on Ayen, which was the right thing to do because the S Ayen not only offered a heal, but she offered an attack buff. Okay, and if you leveled her power up, she offered an attack speed buff. Two very important stats that made her the best healer in the game for quite some time until the SS Ayen was introduced. So we'll have to see, but Wrong is going to be an SS plus, so she should, in theory, outpace Ayen in terms of healing and in terms of support as well. That's what we're looking at. All right, so that's all I got. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see that bell. Click on it, and you get notified each time I drop a video. It's Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.